Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. Today I have prepared for you some great Dollar Tree Christmas DIY decor. Very inexpensive and very easy to make, and a little bit different because the colors are different what I usually do. Hope you like it. DIY number 1. For this project I used one of these Dollar Tree frames. I think it was 8 by 10. I already had it previously used for some project, so it is painted white and distressed. I will use the backing of it, and then I actually already cut out some cardboard that I had on hand, the same size as the backing. And now I'm going to take this beautiful brick looking craft paper that came from Hobby Lobby for 25 cents, and I am going to cut it out in the same size as the cardboard backing. I'm so sorry for the shades. The weather has been very tricky over here, and I had to use some lights, and that always mess up the look of the video. Anyway, so I glued that on the cardboard, and now I'm taking this Dollar Tree stencil and I'm gonna trace over the Santa's head. I am using this fine tip marker in a red color. I actually, as you can see, I flipped this stencil because I wanted my Santa to look towards the left. And then I'm taking a red pencil just to do some shading on his head and on his cheeks a little bit, not too much. After this was done, I am hot gluing this to the backing of the frame piece. And then I'm gonna actually put that back in the frame. And since I don't have those little picks that goes back in the frame, I'm just gonna add a hot glue in each corner. Now I'm gonna use this wouldn't believe word. It actually came from wooden pieces at the Target dollar spot. It was only $1. And I hot glued that on the bottom of my picture. Now I'm taking this burlap ribbon that came from Dollar General. It is wide, so I'm gonna actually cut it in half, but before that I cut out the edges. That was actually a wire, but I'm gonna save them for a little bit later, you will see. Now I'm just spraying the edges a little bit of this 1/2, and then I will fold the ends in like I'm showing over here and hot glue it in the middle. That's gonna be the back of my bow. And then I will just pinch it in the middle with my fingers until I'm happy the way it looks. And then I'm going to take this wire that I actually cut out from the ends of this ribbon, and I will tie it a few times around this ribbon. And then that's going to just hold it in place and represent the tails. I hot glue the bow on the top left corner. And then the only thing I'm going to do is just use my chippy brush and Rust-Oleum chalk paint in a red and white color, because I thought this Santa needs to be a little more subtle, and I wanted it to look a little more rustic or faded, let's say. So I added a little more of that white color, and that's it. This is the first project. It is super cute. My kids love it. And as you know me, if you know my channel and my other videos, I usually don't do too much colors. I like rustic and simple colors, but this video will be full of colors, and I really enjoyed working with it. So maybe in the future you'll see something else. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I'm Jelena, stay-at-home mom of 2 kids. I absolutely love crafting and doing projects, inexpensive projects for my home, and I like sharing that with you. So if that's something that you're interested in, please keep watching, watch my other videos, and I hope you will stick around by clicking that subscribe button. It is absolutely free. Also, follow me on social media. I'm on Instagram, Facebook, and Pinterest. I share my projects over there, and I also share a little bit more about my life on Instagram. I really would like to connect with you. DIY number 2. For this project, I'm going to be using the painter sticks that came from Lowe's. and I took 6 of them. And if you flip them over on one side, they have a ruler. So I marked at 7 inches, and that's where I'm gonna cut them all with my miter saw. So I actually, as you can see, taped them all together. It was easier to cut and also sand the ends, and then I'm gonna open them up and it's gonna be ready to assemble. I'm gonna flip them over and I will use a hot glue with the Gorilla Wood glue to glue the 3 sticks. Actually, these were leftover from the painter stick, one other side of the painter stick, and I will hot glue them to keep these painter sticks in place. Then I'm using this Waverly chalk paint in color moss, and I'm giving it 1 coat. I wanted kind of a full coverage, but I wasn't too mad if I missed something or I didn't do it too perfect. After everything was dried, I'm using this adhesive stencil from Dollar Tree. I was so happy I found it, and guys, I have to tell you, if you find it, go and snatch it. It is super, super good. It works like a charm, and nothing was bleeding underneath, and I loved it. As you can see over here, I am doing actually 3 rows of words, and I didn't want to do it all at once. Like, I didn't want to do 1 word at a time. I was just going back and forth with letters because I wanted to make sure the previous one dries enough. I hope I explained it well. Anyway, at the end, when everything was done, I'm taking this stencil with snowflakes. I already used it in a previous, some of the previous videos. I'm not sure where I got it actually, but I am just going to stencil few snowflakes on this sign. One on a corner, and then the other one will be full, and you will see how it looks like. Next, I took these mini bells that came from the Dollar Tree. Unfortunately, I didn't have a bigger one. I wish I did, but these worked out as well. I put them on a white jute twine, and then I hot glued them on the top right corner with a different length. And then I'm taking this ribbon that came from the Dollar Tree. It has beautiful snowflakes on it. And then I'm making very simple bow. As you can see over here, I'm just, again, folding the ends in, hot gluing it. That's going to be the bottom part of the bow. And then I'm doing the same thing, making it a little bit smaller for the top part. And then I took a little bit part of the ribbon, and I'm just wrapping it in the middle of the top bow, just to keep it in place and make it look pretty. I'm hot gluing that to the bottom bow, like you see me doing it over here, and then I'm hot gluing on the top one of these bells. And the only thing I wanted to do is actually rough up the edges and go over the lettering and just make this sign look a little bit more old and distressed. I really, really love this moss color for Christmas. I think it is not too bright, but I think it's so beautiful and suiting. But overall, I really like how this sign turned out. I think this contrast of white and this green color is so beautiful. It is simple to make and it's so customizable. I'm sure everybody can do this. Now I want to remind you that I'm going to have a video up every Tuesday and Friday at 5 p.m. Central Standard Time, unless I am participating in some kind of a collaboration or challenge that is a different time, and I will let you know in advance in my community tab or on my Instagram. And now let's go on to the final DIY number 3. And this one is so easy and super cute. I'm taking this lid that came from, I think, oatmeal, and this red acrylic paint. I am giving it a pretty good coat on both sides of this lid. I left that to dry completely. And if you're using paint that is going to come off easily, you can cover it with a Mod Podge on top. Mine was very good, didn't come off. Next, I'm using a hole puncher, and I'm going to punch a hole on the top. I'm going to create ornament. I'm using this snowflake ornament that came in a package of, I think, 5 from the Dollar Tree. And now I'm going to use a little piece of a foam board, put it in the middle, and hot glue snowflake on top. I wanted the snowflake to be raised from this lid a little bit. Now I'm taking natural colored juice wine from the Dollar Tree, and I am piping it through that hole that I made, and I'm just tying a knot and creating kind of a hanger for this ornament. If you do not wish to make this as an ornament, or just you want it just as a piece of decor, you don't have to create this hole and put this jute wine. Now I am adding just a little bit of greenery from the pics that I had at home, and a little kind of a berries, I think, that came from Joann's from last year. I'm still using them in the middle. And that's it for this project. This project was so simple to make, so inexpensive, and I think it turned out absolutely gorgeous. Look at this statement. It really, really makes a statement in a room. I think with a green Christmas tree, it's going to look so, so pretty. I love that the snowflake is raised, and it just, I love everything about it. If you like this video, like I do, please give it a thumbs up, share it, and also please subscribe to my channel. It is absolutely free. I would love to have you. I want to thank you guys for being here and watching. Please tell me which one of these was your favorite, and would you recreate any of these? Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye, guys.
About yes